Welcome to Self Principle. As always, I'm Dr. Hashmi. Today's topic is all about sugar-sweetened beverages and what is the impact in kids and how can we prevent it. Now, what we know about sugar-sweetened beverages in kids and in adults is there's all sorts of issues going on with it. For example, there's weight gain, there's diabetes, it's linked to kidney disease. Of course, there's a whole host of heart issues that come in. And in the past, especially when it comes to children, the companies that make a lot of the sugar-sweetened beverages, they've been accused of using some of the same tactics that the cigarette companies were using in both teens and adults. So there's been a lot of marketing efforts to make sugar-sweetened beverages seem exciting, seem cool. But in addition to all of the negative physical effects that occur with sugar-sweetened beverages, there's other stuff, especially in children, and those are the formation of things like preferences or habits. Once kids get the quote-unquote sweet tooth, that sweet tooth can stick with them essentially for the rest of their lives, and they have those cravings. As you know, sugar, salt, and fat can cause tremendous amount of cravings going on. So Kasman and colleagues, they have this really interesting article out where they developed this very complex simulation model looking at children ages 2 to 7. And what they were really looking to show was if they make the biggest impact on lowering sugar-sweetened beverages, what would be the ideal place to get the best return on investment? So they looked at whether it was schools or it was in the home. And here's where it gets really interesting. When they looked at the home, by getting rid of all the sugar-sweetened beverages in the home, they actually showed a 60% decrease in the number of servings kids were having of sugar-sweetened beverages. Now, even though schools were good, the school number was about 40%. Ideally, it would be great that if we had both schools and the home reduced. But here's the take home from all of this discussion today, which is really, number one, there is absolutely no blame here. If you have stuff in the home that's not necessarily good for kids, start to make that change, start to get rid of it. I've always been a big proponent of whole foods, which means fruits over fruit juices. And I know that's not always easy. So if you are going to give them juice, try to make sure it is coming from 100% fruit and there's no added sugar. That's at least the first step. Ideally, it would be great to get them used to fruits. But remember, the most important thing that we can do as a parent is to try to help our kids form healthier habits. And if we let them get used to the really high sugars, it's really hard to change those habits later. I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. If you got any questions, drop me a line at selfprinciple@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.